These are the top deals for Black Friday and Cyber Monday for architects and architecture students in 2021. I broke it down into 3 categories: computer and tech, accessories, gadgets, and miscellaneous items. This list will be great for finding good deals at discounted rates for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which both events are very popular for online shopping. In addition, all these items can be found on Amazon, and I will leave the links down below on where you can find those. The first item is a gaming PC. This is really great and has a lot of processing power, a lot of strength, and a lot of storage. This is very beneficial and is a lot better than an Apple MacBook or something with less firepower to run those softwares and rendering engines. A gaming PC is very applicable because it requires a lot of the same specs and details that architects need in their computers because of the strength and the file size and just the quality of the softwares that are being run and the games being run on these PCs. And you can see this is a very highly rated PC. Amazon, actually, it's their choice for gaming PCs. It's one of the recommended. It has a cool style interior with a lot of lighting. But into the specs, it has Windows 11 and 500 gigabytes of memory storage with 16 gigabytes of RAM memory. And I would definitely recommend this for just people looking for a setup at home so that they can do high powered renders and have a quick workflow working on their projects. Now the next option is a gaming laptop. You kind of see the trend where there's an intermingle between gaming and architecture and the softwares and the programs that are being used and just the power required. So there's a lot of crossover where architects use gaming equipment because it's just the best suited for what they're trying to do. You can see this laptop is pretty pricey, but it's a very high quality. It's 10% off, and I expect on Black Friday and Cyber Monday for the deal to go down even more. And so if that is the case, I would highly recommend picking one of these up if you're going into architecture next year, or if you're later in school and your older computer is starting to be a little slow, or if you're just an architect looking for a laptop to use at home and working remotely. This is a great option. Asus is a good brand for just a high quality computer. It has 1 terabyte of disk size, so a lot higher than the gaming PC. And obviously you can find gaming PCs with higher hard disk size, and you can also build your own. But by buying these things, it saves on time and just money in general. It's the same RAM size and also provides Windows 11. This next thing was really cool, and I'm actually considering buying one of these. Right now, my current setup is just a monitor and my laptop. But when I'm at school or working at a coffee shop somewhere outside of my house, it's very hard to have a productive workflow. And so by having this triple portable monitor, I mean, that's super cool. And I feel like it would be extremely useful for my productivity outside of my home and just wherever I go. I can take it on trips or wherever I need to work on the spot. Now it provides 3 monitors, as I said, 1 on either side of the screen, and they all connect normally. There's only, I believe, 2 outlets. The screen display is about 13 inches, and you can rotate them about 200 degrees. They're very durable, but they're also very flexible in terms of being able to fold them up because they're thin and light and carry them around. It really increases your setup, and there's only 1 to 2 USB ports that you have to plug in, so very low on the cords. And right now on Amazon, it's 20% off, so leaving the price around $500, but it would be great for a Christmas gift or even a birthday gift for an architect or an architecture student that you might know. Next is an Apple iPad. Now I know most people watching this probably have a computer where you primarily run your softwares and do all your work from. But let me pitch why you need an iPad. There are softwares like Procreate and Photoshop where you're able to digitally edit your photos and plans and renders and stuff like that. And an iPad is an easy way to do it. You can write on it, you can do sketches, take notes. It's very versatile for many classes, not just your architecture classes or just for your work. Another incentive and something that I'm considering using my iPad for is presentations in school, but also showing off my portfolio. My portfolio is currently a website. And so by having that website up and scrolling through it on my iPad would be so much easier and efficient to show the company and the client or the reviewer just from the fingertips of the iPad. I think that'd be extremely helpful, and I highly recommend this. This is a 2021 10.2-inch iPad, and I think this is a perfect size. It's not too much, but it's enough to be very effective and serve as a good opportunity in your workflow. Now, this is an essential that I wish I had sooner. It's a 1 terabyte external hard drive, and basically it is backing up all your files or serves as a flash drive, but with a lot more storage. And the reason this is very important is because when your computer starts to have all those really large models, 3D models and renders on your computer, it starts to slow everything down. So by having an external hard drive that keeps everything stored externally, it will not affect the speed of your computer, and you can save virtually everything onto this hard drive. That's what I've done, and I've seen drastic speed improvement in my computer, which is about 5 years old, but yet it's still running softwares and things like it's almost brand new. Mine is 1 terabyte, but you can get up to 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte, 5 terabyte. I mean, they're crazy helpful, and they're also password protected. So if you were to lose it and it had important stuff on it, it would protect that. So just to keep in mind. This is something I also found useful, is an HDMI adapter. As computers seem to have fewer and fewer ports into them as they become more sleek and modern and smaller in design, there's fewer and fewer ports to plug in your HDMI, your USB. And so by consolidating all of that into one adapter, it makes it easy so you don't have to have all these different adapters plugged into each other, or even not being able to plug anything in because your computer does not have that proper connection. So this thing gives you ability to connect 8 things into one port. 3 of them are USBs. Extremely helpful, has an HDMI plug-in, and is just great overall. I highly recommend this. And right now it's 22% off at $40. And that might seem like pretty expensive for something so small, but it's very useful, very effective, and I highly recommend it. Now, while I was doing my research, this was something really cool, and if I have some extra money to spend, I want to use this. I might not necessarily use it for schoolwork, but I think for fun, it would be really interesting to use and learn. Now, having an iPad and a laptop already, I don't see much use in using this for school-related stuff, but I think I highly recommend it because you're able to digitally draw and add stuff to images like Photoshop, and you can also use probably Procreate on here, or it's like something similar. It's a pretty big screen and gives you a lot of space to be creative. I really think this would be a great gift for an architect. It's only $50 because it's 45% off. I mean, that's a great steal. Real-time drawing, all these things, super cool, and I highly recommend it. It's compatible with Windows and Mac, so you're able to use all those softwares included, as well as Adobe softwares and stuff like that. So it's an extremely useful graphics tablet coming at a relatively reasonable price. Over my internship this summer, after several weeks of working long days, my wrist was definitely feeling some strain and some pain in it, and I was looking online for some alternatives and doing some research on which mouses are best for that pain and strain, but also are very high quality and work extremely well. Now, this is one of the mouses that I was deciding on, and ultimately it's awesome. I ended up getting it, and I mean, it has this cool light, which is cool if it didn't have it, but this ergonomic form fits my hand perfectly, and it makes it easy to move around, but also is very comfortable on the wrist without needing much support, and you're able to work long days as architects normally do. Plus, the battery life on it is incredible. I maybe have to charge it every month, and I work on projects and use this mouse at least 8 to 10 hours every day, if not more. So the durability of it, extremely well. I've dropped it several times, have had no issues. And overall, I mean, it's a really good mouse. I highly recommend it. It's great for longevity, just so you don't have issues with carpal tunnel and strain as you continue to work over the years. The next is a VR headset. And as times and technologies continue to evolve in architecture and just in the world in general, technologies are improving, and the way we experience digital media is also on the verge of a breakthrough. So by having a VR headset, it's also probably fun to use, but programs like Twinmotion are incorporating headsets like this into how you experience the building and the renders. You can do walkthroughs in Enscape and Twinmotion with the VR headset, and it's great for pitching to clients, presenting your projects in school. And I know it's pretty expensive, but I know for a fact Meta is running Black Friday sales on these. So make sure you hop on those deals and do it quick, because they will run out. I guarantee it, because there are going to be some great deals on these Oculuses and VR headsets. This summer, I was at a relative's house who is an engineer, and he was showing off this amazing drone, and I've never seen one before. And so I tried it out, and he was telling me about how he was using it for his company in engineering, sighting out the landscape and how the building is situated. It's just a great resource as an architect to be able to know how to use a drone and how you can use drone footage and mapping from a drone to incorporate it into your projects and designs. It's great to get good aerial photos, but also to scope out just the whole site in general from an aerial view. You might miss things that you wouldn't normally see on foot at the human scale. So I think this is a cool toy, and it's also 20% off. So it's a great incentive to buy now. Another fun one for times when you might need a break or just a mental exercise to increase your creativity, I suggest buying maybe one of these Lego architecture sets. They're relatively inexpensive, but although they may be for kids, I think they're fun to still play with, and just gives you a way to relax and reboot. And plus it's architecture related, so who can go wrong with that? Who can go wrong with a nice set of premium pencils with lead and erasers, coming at different sizes from 0.3, 0.5, 0.7, and 0.9, all providing different levels of detail and line thickness. They're over 50% off, discounted. So they're $41, and they were $100, which is crazy expensive. And I would never pay that, but at this low price, it seems like a great deal for a very high quality set of pens and pencils. This next item is a copyboard light tracing box. And basically what it is, if you've ever seen one of those light desks, you basically turn it on and it uplights whatever you're working on over it. So it's great for using trace paper over drawings or sketching on things with light, so that you're able to kind of see the paper below and overlay different images and sketches. Finishing up, we have a foldable laptop stand, which is very adaptable. And if you're very lazy, you don't want to leave your bed, but you still want to get work done, this is a great gift for someone that you know that is like that. And just wrapping up, it's very versatile. It gives you the ability to use your laptop, your iPad, store things, and it adjusts to different heights and angles. It's just a great gift for someone you think might need it. Thank you guys for watching, and welcome to the grind. I hope all this information was useful, and you might find a few gifts for loved ones and friends that you know. Thank you.